Man, what an intro. I love it. That's amazing. It's like an classic American like show where we're all going to be sat there. Love it. All right. Welcome along. Good to see you all again. Thanks for coming to episode 2 of the Extreme Hypeover, the crypto edition. What on earth is that? We're still figuring out, to be honest. But basically, it's where a bunch of us hypers and some of our friends and marketing guests, we basically get together and we do marketing live. Lots of people are talking about it on the timeline. No one's really doing it. So we thought, why not? Let's just see if we can actually do it live, throw ourselves under the bus and give ourselves a shot. So massive thanks.
You guys want to hear something? You guys want to hear something funny? So like, always. I didn't know. Yeah. This is the first time I've like used this to live stream from my personal, and I didn't know what to put in the title of like on Twitter, and I just put DeFi Dave, and so the stream just says DeFi Dave and DeFi Dave. But
love it.
Yeah, so go figure.
It's mysterious and provocative. You are lore building.
That's what I do best. But hello everyone, I'm great to be here. I'm DeFi Dave. I'm head of growth of Cap Money, manifesting ETH Bushwick on the side, and lore building. Trying to figure out what lore building is with the rest of you.
Nice. Well, thank you and welcome along. Thanks for being our guest today. Welcome to the chaos that is hype, to the inner minds of what we do day to day. This is basically
right now.
It's going to give you like a flavor of what we do just in our internal calls when we get new clients on board. So hopefully we'll have a bit of fun. For those that haven't seen this before, don't know what's going to happen. Basically, we're going to dive in. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to pick a random project from the abyss of crypto. We're going to go on CoinGecko, find a random page. We're going to shortlist a few projects based on what they do, and then we're going to pick one, and we're basically going to give it a big makeover. Imagine we've just been hired as the CMO or the marketing team to run this thing. What would we do? How would we do it? And yeah, that's the goal. Will be 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We'll see how we get on. Quick intros. I'm Danny, MD at Hype.
Hi, Danny.
Oh, sorry. Are we doing intros? Hey, hi, Danny.
God.
This feels like an AA meeting. Hi, Danny. I'm Emily. I'm the CMO of Hype, and I'll pass it over to Anastasia.
Hi, I'm Anastasia. I'm head of PR at Hype.
Cool. And Dave's given us the spiel. Right. Okay. Let's dive right in. And I'm going to share my screen, and we're basically going to do some token hunting. So, right, I'm on CoinGecko. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. So how did you do this the first episode? Because I remember I got out of 10 days of meditation and I opened Twitter for the first time, and you were all fixing some burger project. So
here's what happened. Right. So basically I did this. I scrolled to the bottom and I just went to the last page I could go to, which was 170. And then it loaded up a bunch of stuff. And then we saw that burger one and we were like, holy shit, that's perfect. Let's get it. What we realized though, is that the absolute deep dark depths of CoinGecko is not really suitable, because there was a bunch of projects that weren't even real projects or sort of like mistakes. I think DeFi.app had some random token listing there. So what I'm going to do this time,
you're going to find the middle ground.
Someone said to me, go to like in the thousands, right? So I was like, let's go to page 5.
So we're going to start there. We're going to mid-curve this, right? You could do rows and then change rows to 1,000 maybe?
Oh. I don't think it lets, hold on.
On the bottom I saw it, but we're already here, so.
I think we're already on max, right? Okay, we're at like 1,500, right? So here we go. So we've got like, I don't know what, these are sort of, I guess, 10 mil market cap projects. Okay, so we've got a few things here we could take a look at. Basically, we need to pick a few, decide on some stuff.
I kind of love All Right Buddy. Did you see All Right Buddy?
Yeah.
And all over
Right Buddy.
Oh yeah.
Can we do All Right Buddy?
Well, if this is a meme coin, then I don't think we can, because we did a meme coin last week by accident, and I got a lot of feedback being like, hey, yeah, look, this is a meme coin, so let's not do that.
So we can't have fun.
No fun on this one.
We can, but the feedback. Well, yeah. So next, Wink is interesting. Should we open Wink and see what's Wink about?
That chart looks very.
I feel like I remember that from 2017 or something.
That chart looks rough. It looks like there's no volume, or it's.
Oh, I mean, look at the volume on any of these. This is bad. Wink is a unified digital ecosystem designed to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 platforms. Ooh.
Wow.
A native utility token. All right, hold on a minute. Let's check Wink.finance. What have we got here? Oh, okay. We've got some millions of TVL going on.
How does this bridge Web 2?
Okay, well,
yeah, looks like a DeFi farm.
Like kind of DeFi farm thing. All right, let's come back to that. We don't have to pick that one. So Wink is one of them. All right, buddy, we looked at, not so sure. Is that actual Libra? As in Libra? Yeah.
No,
Diamond?
maybe.
What's Diamond? Let's see.
What's Evercraft Eco Technologies?
Yeah. That looks interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I feel like
I'll come 1 second. Diamond is a blockchain platform since 2013. Holy shit, guys.
Wow.
Look at this chart. Wow.
Okay.
This is like 2018 bull market stuff. I mean, 0, I'm sure. Hold on. What is bit.diamonds? Let's have a look. What is this? Oh, wow. Combining the best of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and beyond. Great news, guys. The open beta is live. Okay, this is like some kind of old school L1, I guess. It seems like the jewel of crypto, founded in 2013. Okay, so we've that. I guess it's some kind of chain. What was the other one you guys said? Let's go back.
Wait, Danny, go back to CoinGecko and read about of Diamond.
Read the hold on. So the description of Diamond.
Yeah,
it's a blockchain platform that's been evolving since 2013. Okay.
Like that's the whole value prop. The whole value prop is that they've been around and growing since 2013.
Thank you, Sasha.
But hold on, the best thing about this is this says, founded in 2013, we're constantly evolving, and then it says 2021 upgrade. So they've done nothing for 4 years, but they're constantly evolving.
Yeah. Can we see Evercraft Eco? Can we do Evercraft Eco Technologies? Can we see that?
Yeah,
I like the name of this one. It sounds very corporate, and since we are not allowed to do meme coins and have fun, let's do a very corpo one today.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
They have decent. Is that 113,000 in volume?
That is down only.
What's the bio for it?
Yeah, I mean, there's actually some pools for it. So hold on. A cornerstone of the environmentally conscious ecosystem. Okay, this token offers investors a chance to support sustainable projects while producing opportunities for gains. Wow. Hold on. Let's check out this eset.io. They've got a lot of websites actually.
I feel like there's a reason.
What a call to action! Trade on Uniswap. Yeah. That's so interesting. All right, so hold on. Before we've got, what do we have? We have this one, which was Wink Finance, which is some kind of DeFi pooling thing. We had Diamond, which is some kind of 2013, I'm assuming layer 1, it's done nothing thing. We now have ESET, which looks like a Uniswap pool, but it's some kind of for good. Let's just check if there's anything else that stands out.
I mean, I love that. I forgot the name already, the EcoSet one, but that website got me, and it matches Dave's background with the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's got a nice little parrot. This one's got a phoenix.
What about Beethoven? I remember Beethoven.
Oh,
it's up.
Hold on. Aurora. Oh no. BEP. Hold on. This is up. Hold on a minute, guys. Wait. This is a BEP 20. Whoops.
We're seeing Danny's biases. He saw BEP 20 and was like, "Oh no."
Yeah. Well, hold on. We've got a Binance listing on our hands, maybe. Wildlife conservation through blockchain technology. This is kind of similar to the other one we just saw. Allocates 20% of its total supply and implements a transaction fee to fund environmental initiatives. Self-sustaining fund. Hold on a minute. AuroraCoin.org. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with here. Oh wow, transforming technology in hope. Wow, that is that is an interesting line. All right, cool. Well, so we've got this environmental thing. We've got that Diamond 2013 layer 1 thing. We've got the DeFi thing, and we've also got that other ESET Evercraft one. Which did we ever figure out what it was like? Services for good, also environmentally conscious ecosystem. Which are we picking? What do we want?
I'm down for whatever.
We've got Aurora. We've got.
I think Aurora has like the most potential.
Diamond.
I feel like that'll be the easiest.
Yeah.
Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to easy, or are we going to, put up a challenge?
I mean, I like Evercraft. I like Evercraft. I'm down to Evercraft for the because that's just my favorite name. Evercraft Eco Technologies.
Evercraft Eco Technologies. Okay, Evercraft Eco Technologies. It is. You can see my tab here, right? So, I mean, this is a pretty wild-looking thing, anyway. What I guess just before we kick this thing off, I need to say, first of all, disclosures. I'm assuming none of you hold tokens in Evercraft Eco Technology.
No.
This is it has got a live token. Please do not go and buy this thing. We're not.
You will lose money.
You will lose money. It could be a scam, not financial advice. We're just doing this for fun. We're going to see if we were suddenly put in charge as the marketing team for this project, what would we do? Do not buy the token, even though you can on Uniswap. I do not recommend it. Cool. All right. Disclosure's over. So, okay, here's what's going to happen then. We're going to, the way we did this last time, which worked quite well, or a bit chaotic, is we're going to do this in 3 sections. So, first section is all about like branding, naming, the look and feel, messaging, positioning, all that kind of stuff. So we'll take a look at what they've got, figure out if we like it, what we would change. Then we look at things like social, memes, content, mascots, I don't know, whatever else we think might be good for getting interest. And then we'll talk a little bit about like viral mechanics, campaigns, anything we think that might actually push this thing to do well and get some interest on CT. And that's it, basically. That's the plan. Everyone happy with that?
Sounds good.
Right. So, Dave, first question. I'm going to come straight to you. You've just been put in charge. You're CMO of this company. You open the website, and the first thing you see is trade on Uniswap. What do you think?
Oh my god. Well, we just get rid of that, and instead of that, we replace it with like a tagline or a mission, or like how would I sum up Evercraft Eco Technologies in like a few sentences?
Okay, well, so I guess we need to work out what Evercraft Eco Technologies even is. Shape the future of environmental technology. Join our community. Change the world. Right, guys, we're going to change the world.
I haven't heard that one before.
I've just opened up their white paper. All right, this is interesting. This is a cool white paper. This white paper is not a sales brochure. It does look like one. I'm not going to read the whole white paper, but I wonder if there's like a.
Wait, what?
Carbon.
How did we get the carbon nanotubes?
I have no idea. The material of future. What is this?
And what does this have to do with crypto?
Well, that's our mission, right? That's our job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this. So let's just not go too deep into this.
Can you go to the mission slide of this?
Yeah. Mission. Yeah, mission.
Right.
David Attenborough. Look at that. So David Attenborough. Does anyone know who that is? That is the mission to save the planet. I mean, I like it. That's a cool mission. At least they've got a vision. CO2 reduction by producing energy and other valuable materials with do you think this is like run a blockchain and use the power to run stuff?
I thought we were powering robots that would help me garden and produce food for me, but I'm so far off right now.
I'm so confused. It's like this is going so many different directions.
This is all right. Well, hold on. Okay, let's take a step back. Right. I think maybe the white paper was maybe a step too far. Let's think about what we've got. Right. So we've got a project called Evercraft Eco Technologies. They've got a live token. They're pioneering decarbonization and environmental advancements, whatever that is. Maybe there's some kind of DeSci thing related here. I don't know. They have a token that's tradable. That seems to be what they care about. They have this line shaping the future of environmental technology. They've got robots and gardens. What do we do? How do we get people on crypto Twitter interested in this thing? Where are our narratives? What are we thinking? What's interesting?
Robots. I've been really into robots lately.
Yeah.
Okay. What, like robotics, you mean?
Yeah, like maybe we could tie it into tariffs right now, like the way that we'll bring back manufacturing to the US. I know you're not American, Danny, but like, it's just part of the tariff conversation is this is going to power the future of robotics and manufacturing. And then the economy is going to pump again. Powell printer will turn on. Manufacturing's back home. We just need to tell a cohesive story.
Yeah, I think we make this like a DeSci play.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still a bit confused by this material stuff.
Well, can I give my honest opinion of this, or are we still working on this?
No, for sure. Yeah, go ahead. That's
I feel like this project was like clearly just like rug-like, and they just like put so much random shit in their like white paper and say like, yeah, like environmental, yeah, robotics, yeah, David Attenborough, and like I don't know how we can like. I wouldn't take them as a client just because like I feel like they're just like too far on. I don't mean to be like quote unquote like giving up, but it's like pretty clear that like they were just doing this to like just create a token just to create a token, because like nothing, there's no coherent story, there's no coherent like there's no creation myth, there's no like creed or anything. There's no like icons, there's no like memes for people to identify with. There's just like literally tokens, literally robotics. But like I guess like if I were to like, if I were to like,
sorry,
yeah,
it looks like the function of.
Yeah,
one at a time, guys. Right, go on, Dave. Finish your rant.
Yeah, if I were to like pick a project, or if I were to like see if there's something there, I would see if there's like anything in the project where like a meme or an idea or like something that people can identify with and relate to. But I don't really see that here. Literally the first thing is just like trade on Uniswap.
Oh well, let's create that. That's our job, right? So we've just been put in charge of marketing. That's the job we've got here today, right? How do we create that? So we've got this thing. Clearly, the founders haven't quite understood, or they haven't got it, or they've not thought about community and all that kind of stuff. Where do you start then? You think it's really important that we get something that people can buy into, like whether it's visually or whether it's like a character or it's something we can use for content?
Yeah, I was going to preface with that and say maybe because everything is so confusing, we actually build the lore right here, right now. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna start from scratch. Just
okay. Emily, what's
I think my favorite thing about this is the name Evercraft Eco Technologies. That's what like got me and Emily, because the name's just like so out there and ridiculous and funny that like it grabs your attention right away. So Evercraft,
this ticker is kind of odd, right? Like they've just got Bitcoin and their own token powered by CoinGecko.
Yeah, they don't even have Ethereum.
Maybe they know something we don't. Still kind of weird. All right, so Emily, talk us through the law then, right? So we've got Evercraft Eco Technologies is this new project that's going to change the environment, change the world. What's the story that's going to get everyone excited about this?
Exactly. So I agree. We need to remove trade on Uniswap. I actually don't know the tagline or the mission statement yet, but I do like this graphic. It's provocative. So let's talk about environmental technology. And I suggest that the first phase of what is this called again? Evercraft Eco
Technologies.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's my proposition. Number 1, robots, and then automated at-home gardening systems, and then eventually spaceships. So that's going to be the roadmap. And right now we're in the robot phase, and essentially we're going to change this to a product company where you are funding the future of this emerging technology that helps you automate your food supply, clean whatever carbon emissions you are using, charging your phone, or still driving around in your truck and you haven't transferred to EV yet. And they're essentially going to be like a product company. So we're going to remove the trade on Uniswap and the lore is going to be a product company focused on using robotics, hardware for food supply, gardening, and cleaning the air.
Okay, so why? What's the why? Why do we care? What's the thing that's going to sell this to crypto? Why do we need the token? Why do we need the ESET token for this?
I think like with the gardening, we can start like a little gardening community and get people to like garden and like and whatnot, and just people like
Farming?
share their
I mean,
gardens. Yeah,
I feel like
like maybe
farming is really overdone though. Like I've seen there's been loads of visual farming reference stuff. Like I think of
no,
Yes,
not
Dawn
far,
and
but
others
not
like
but
that.
not
Danny,
farming.
there's never been, imagine this, a live stream of a robot built by, I forget their name, Ecosystem Craft Ventures. It's not cooking yet.
Evercraft's eco technology. Evercraft's eco technologies.
Okay. So imagine this, you're on the website, trade on Uniswap is not here, those hands are higher. I don't know the tagline yet, but then you see like a live stream of a robot that was created by this company, and it's gardening and harvesting and cleaning the soil or making sure the soil is fertile, and your yield is coming from the fruits and the vegetables that are then sold to the community. And so
real yield. This is the real yield.
Yeah, real yield, real yield.
Okay, real yield.
Going back to our roots.
And it's automated because it's a robot. So you actually aren't, just like sitting there on testnet faucet and just clicking on get tokens every 12 hours because it's fully automated. That's what Evercraft Corporate Ventures, I forget their name, is doing.
Evercraft Eco Technologies.
Do we need to change the name? I feel like if we're struggling with it, like is this catchy enough?
No, the name's great.
I like the name.
I like the name.
This Arbitrum looking logo. Like what's this about?
Maybe we make the logo more like a robot, since we're going with that theme, like a robot with like a holding a pot, like a thing that waters, like a fucking like a pot that fucking something. We can like the logo can be a robot watering a plant. That can be the logo.
Okay, so Anastasia, I'm keen from a PR perspective, right? Think about what we've just invented here. What on earth are we selling to get some attention? Like, what are people going to write about?
I mean, I think people are going to write about a whole new way to clean up our world and kind of transform the environment. I mean,
you can say the merging of nature and machine.
Right. Yeah. Like I was just gonna say, it's like bridging, bridging tech with the natural world. But I mean, obviously, like any reporter is going to be interested just in the concept if this is where we're going. But I think it might be. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a wild one here.
Okay, Anastasia, this is the pitch. How would you sell it? So I think this mechanism might work. Let me know what you guys all think. But it's a live stream, right? And it's a community garden. And if you hold or stake this token, depending on how much you hold and stake, you can control the robot to plant different things, or you can buy certain seeds. And then you actually get a kickback on the revenue or profit made from the fruits and vegetables that are sold. So it's fully automated because it's a robot and not like, and it's also fun because it's like a live stream.
Yeah. I mean, I could even
I have an idea. What if like you have like a real garden, but also like a garden in the metaverse, and it does both at the same time? Yeah. And then with like the fruits and stuff from the metaverse, that it's kind of like you can like sell those fruits, and you have like maybe like make a game out of that like metaverse. So it's kind of like Farmville at the same time.
That's exactly what I was thinking, like a Farmville gamified version where, you know, people are so disconnected from reality that you're not going to go out and actually, plant your own vegetables. But if you can gamify it, maybe you can, have more of an impact on the planet in a newfangled way.
So my only question here is, how is any of this shaping the future of environmental technology? Because like I get Emily, your model is a crypto model, like I get it, and you can have bribes and gauges, and they could be voting and all sorts of stuff on top of this stake token, right, to control the robot to decide the emissions of the fruit, and I don't know, but how is this actually an environmental technology?
So thing? This is part of
that's a red herring. That doesn't matter.
Well, no, actually, that's part of the go-to-market, because Evercraft Eco Technologies, thank God it's a ticker right now and I can remember it. Evercraft Eco Technologies, they're ultimately a robotics company. So this first live stream is kind of an initial proof of concept to show you, hey, this is a robot that is optimized purely for farming, whether that's digital assets or real life assets. And whoever owns most of this token also is on the wait list for when the robot is ready for commercial production. And then you'll have a robot in your own garden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so what I actually like about this is that if we need to go and raise off the back of this, right? Robotics is huge, right? Everyone's like, yeah, robotics is going to change the world. I'm not convinced these guys have their own robots, but that's okay. I'm not going to let that derail what we're doing here. So we've got Evercraft Eco Technologies. We're a robotics led project or crypto project, and we're basically bringing real yield through environmental farming of robots, which then we sell fruit, we sell food, we make money, real yield, blah blah blah. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's like a regen. Remember regenerative finance? Was that a thing for a while, like 3-4 years ago? Yeah. Maybe RegenFi we bring back. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to think narratives now. How do we now go to market with this thing?
I think we like highlight big days like launch day or like launch day. So like the day that like we ship like the robots get shipped out to people, that can like be a holiday and like everyone can like share pictures or videos online, and you can make a campaign around that. Maybe I think that's like one thing. What else? That's what I have so far.
Can we jump to the X for a minute, because this is they're not followed by anyone I know, which is always a bad sign. They haven't actually been active for over a year. Oh no, sorry,
they have. They've been 5 hours.
They have. Oh man, 5 hours ago. I don't know if these guys are watching, but guys, we're coming for you. We've got some ideas. Happy Easter from all of us at Evercraft Eco Technologies. Reminds us that new beginnings and changes are possible. I mean, I feel like we can do better than this. I feel like there's some good content we could probably do with robots. They've got a lot of like solar farm stuff. I guess you just add robotics to these and you just keep the videos the same, right? What are you guys thinking content-wise? What would be like a content strategy here?
Can you go to the bio? Crafting the future of technology in harmony with nature and humanity. That's great. It's broad. It kind of tells you what it does. And I think it's
I would put that on the website.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this a different have they got a different website? Oh, hold on a minute, guys.
Oh.
Hold on. Wait, this is like the same website but different. Wait a minute. What? So they've basically updated this version. Evercraft.
Oh, so maybe you should go to CoinGecko. I'll take that CoinGecko right now, because the CoinGecko does not look great.
Yeah. Okay. But they still have both in there.
They still have the robot.
No, they've still got the image, which is what matters. Creating the future in harmony with nature and humanity. I mean, that's cool. 1,000+ project supporters. Project in the implementation.
They need to change that number 1,000. You need to make it like 976, something that's not so even, so it feels more real.
Okay, this looks German to me. I guess these guys are European.
Definitely German.
So
it looks like they're based in Ireland, though.
Well, I mean,
no, it's Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's I'm sure token related. Okay, projects. So hold on, there's a whole bunch of stuff here we've missed. They've got a bunch of projects like nano batteries, eco green hydrogen. All right, so look, we've come up with we're pivoting them to robotics because it's way more interesting and there's way more money in it. Everyone's going to be super excited because it's the first ever robotics-driven real yield farming protocol where you can buy the token and have a stake in it and earn rewards from it. Love that. That's all good. Now we go to Twitter. We need a campaign, right? We need something big. We need something fun, something viral. How do we get people excited about this? Do we like promise KOLs their own robots in 10 years time if they shill us? So what are we doing here?
I think the first campaign should be claim your first robot grown tomato, and then it's a wait list of claiming like your first robot grown vegetable item. And then we prioritize people that would do UGC about it and explain the lore and like show the screenshots, because the robot's on camera. It's a live stream, remember? So you're constantly seeing the robot just like work in the garden. and you can actually get something tangible. Like we can also lean into RWAs if that's like the hot meta. I'm just going straight to spaceships because I'm trying to think ahead, and I don't think anyone has gotten into robots yet. But RWAs and stablecoins are hot right now, and specifically in crypto too.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, it's tomato growing season in Germany right now? Like, I don't know. How long do we have to wait for tomatoes to grow? You know, like how long are we going to piss people off with like an 8-month waiting list? You know?
Oh, it takes about a month to grow a tomato.
I think you go to places where tomatoes are famous, like Jersey's famous for its tomatoes. And so like maybe you can have like the robot in New Jersey, and maybe like it'd be funny if it's like a Sopranos robot or something, and you have like Tony out, like it's Tony Soprano robot. Making fresh Jersey tomatoes.
Yeah, maybe there's a contest of like, okay, so there's tiers, like you can claim your tomato, and then also what do you do with the tomato? So maybe someone uses it for pizza. And
somebody makes a mozzarella tomato with olive oil and basil.
Yeah. And then there's like a food contest, and it's like all powered by
the robot serving the food. Yeah.
Okay. So like are we like a UGC element here where people have to share their food, share pictures of food. People love pictures of food on social, right? That might be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen a comment in the chat. Someone said, "What about the tomato throwing festival in Spain?" That's a good shout, actually.
Yeah.
But
we have robots taking part in the festival.
Isn't that wasteful though? Wouldn't that go against the mission statement if we're just wasting the?
Not if they're bad tomatoes that can't be eaten. So maybe there's like you're recycling in that sense.
I would argue the tomato throwing contest is not wasteful. In fact, I would argue that it's bringing a lot of joy in people's lives. And so we should definitely be a part of that.
Okay. Yeah. We could also like use it and capture it and turn it to ketchup.
Oh, we can do a promo with Heinz. We can like work with Heinz.
Right, okay, now we're talking. Okay, last week it was McDonald's. This week it's Heinz. Okay, so we go to Heinz, and the pitch, Anastasia, for you is we go, right, guys. So we've got this robotics company. Right? It's the first ever crypto project that's going to use robots to farm fruit and provide real yield. And what we want to do is we want to farm tomatoes, and we're going to turn them into Heinz ketchup, and we want Heinz to be the number one name behind this thing, to be the credible source, the reason why everyone's going to be bullish on this thing, and we're going to use them to promote it. This is starting to sound far-fetched, to be honest, guys.
Wait, I see it. I see the vision. You know, the Heinz red container. It's going to have this image that we see right here. It's going to be Evercraft X Heinz limited edition bottles. And it's going to be this image, but there's going to be a tomato. There's going to be a tomato in between. And it's also going to be a collector's item because this is the first ever robot-grown ketchup in the world.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm starting to lose the value in the token, but I'm starting to really like the idea. Robot-grown ketchup. That's a thing. I like that. All right. Okay, this is cool. So wait, so what's our big campaign here? What's our big viral moment?
We like crafted by Evercraft.
I like that line. That's good. Crafted by Evercraft. Yeah, we need to do more eco technology, Evergraph eco technologies. It feels a bit like, you know, in like a film or a movie when you have the villains, they're in their lair and they're this big company, something corp. It feels a bit like Evercraft Eco Technologies is like the evil villain corporation that's behind the whole thing. And actually, it's going to turn out that all the robots are evil, and we're going to get iRobot.
Well, maybe the branding was like a bit. I like how it's like light colors, like the blues, like very friendly. So I never got that vibe. If it was more like red and dark, then I would like feel like they're evil. But the fact that they have like a positive like feel to it, kind of like how I feel like the Japanese view robots, and not like in America how we view the Terminator and stuff. So I think we should keep going that way.
What do you think about a mascot? Like how important are mascots these days for brands, particularly in crypto on Twitter? What do we need one?
We can have like a Giblified like mascot. I think that would be like cool. Or
like
something
a little
like
robotic leaf or something.
Or like he's like with like a farmer hat and like he's like all happy and stuff, like a little Ghibli robot.
Is that too obvious though? Like a farmer robot mascot? I don't know.
No,
it feels like
I think the more ridiculous the better, because like this name is just ridiculous. I like love. So if we just like keep like going in that direction and just like make it memeable, I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
What if the mascot is the actual robot? Because remember, the robot is a proof of concept. It's Evercraft Eco Technology's first robot. So the mascot could literally be the robot. We can name him Evie.
Oh, nice. I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Give a nice friendly smile.
Or Eva. Yeah, Evie, Eva. Yeah.
And okay, so how are we getting distribution for this thing, right? So we've done a Heinz campaign. That's cool. That'll get us a bit of attention. But now we've figured it all out. We've got this awesome product. It looks cool. We've got Evie or Eva, the robot who's our mascot. How are we getting like mass distribution, particularly for like the crypto? We want the token to do well, right? We want people to buy this token and get excited about it. How are we doing that?
You send the tomatoes to people. You send people like the tomatoes for free.
What everyone around the world? That seems
no, like select people, maybe, and not just crypto people. Maybe send them to like chefs and like culinary artists and stuff, like culinary influencers.
You know what? Chefs is interesting, right? Like cooking up. Everyone loves the term cooking, right? There's loads of stuff we could do with cooking for messaging and whatever. So that could be interesting. Maybe it's all about what we're cooking up with the chefs that we use.
I agree with Dave, though. This is going to be like, we need to seed it with KOLs, and imagine it's going to be like a beautifully wrapped, like golden box. You open it up and it's a single tomato, and it says the world's first ever robot grown tomato. And it shows you different things you can do with it. You can use your mozzarella basil pizza. You can turn it into ketchup. You can do whatever you want with it, but it's like one of one. It's like the first harvest. Yeah. But and then
there's like a commemorative NFT, and also maybe you can like, if you're like an influencer, like gets the tomato, you can like claim the tokens. Like we do like a little airdrop to everyone we send it to.
Okay, but now I'm starting to get excited. Now this is actually sounding quite interesting. I love the unboxing idea. It makes me think of like you could actually do you could have fun with it where people like unbox really stupid things, and then they eventually get to the gold box. Like they're unboxing, I don't know, something that's like quite obviously stupid. That would be quite interesting. It might be good TikTok content. Could be good, on a bunch of different channels, not just X.
Do you guys know about the Japanese luxury fruit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like the $12 strawberry or whatever.
It's like $60 or something.
Yeah, that's how we need this tomato to be positioned that way. It's like a single tomato. It's wrapped beautifully. It's going to have like a handwritten card. We could even have a Willy Wonka element. Like maybe there's a gold ticket in there. Like if you get that, you win something. I don't know. Maybe you get to visit the farm and handshake with the robot, with Evie. But there's a lot we can do here. And fruits are considered a luxury item.
Okay. All right. Look, I like it. So have we got a line? Have we got a sales pitch for this? Like if you're going to go so now you're going to talk to someone who has no idea. Like, guys, I've just come across this project, Evercraft Eco Technologies. I've just joined as their head of marketing because I am super excited about what they're doing. What's the pitch? Give it to me. Sell this thing to me. Someone.
I was gonna stop and let Anastasia or Dave, because Dave, you're known for lore building, and Anastasia, you're great at pitching stories.
Yeah, I would say like, but we'll highlight this is like the first time like robots are farming, like farming for real, robots farming for real. And then like I really like the campaign we thought of. I'm trying to think. What would my like tagline be for this?
What about remember when we had DeFi and then we had DeFi 2.0, DeFi, what is this? Is farming 2.0. Like everyone is very aware of farming and knows what it means, but this is like farming 2.0, which is actual farming of actual growing vegetables.
Yeah,
I don't know if we love that.
The realest yield or something like that.
Because I actually think there is market value here that is outside of just crypto, which means we can make up a new one. Like maybe it's like we're cooking, or I don't know, something a bit more fun rather than like throwing on a number and like a V2, or like just using
the next generation of agriculture through robots.
Just thinking the next step in eco-culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, ecologically minded farming. Like a revolution in ecological minded farming.
the first real use case for crypto. Too much? All right, cool. Well, look, we're getting to the end. We've kind of gone off on a weird tangent, but where I think we've got to is we've got a project which it sounds like being the first to things is important because we've all landed on this. Well, let's be the first to do this tomato growing. Let's be the first to have robotics. Obviously, we needed a big narrative. Robotics, I like that, and it seems like they like it too. They've got one, so that's cool. That kind of solves the future reason why this thing's going to be successful. We've got the big partnership. We've talked about Heinz. That's good.
Heinz.
We've got a plan for how we're going to get like advocates on board to actually talk about this thing, which is by giving them free tomatoes, giving them a robot, giving them something in return for like supporting the project. And what was our big campaign idea again? I've forgotten. How we take this to market?
We send tomatoes in nice boxes to
that's
culinary
it. The
influencers.
Of course, yeah. We get everyone.
That's how we onboard new people.
Awesome. Okay, and then so of course we need to do this across all the channels. So we need TikTok, we need Instagram, we need X, we need all of these channels for the unboxings. And then what? Then what do we do? Like what? Now it's doing well. Everyone's excited. Everyone's buying the token. What do you do now?
The next phase is at least in my head, I imagine the next phase is that the robot goes into commercial production. So all of this mind share, all of this token fee and revenue accrual is going towards production of the robots, and then you could do like a some type of like waitlist campaign where you can actually deposit money, similar to Tesla, right? You put in $100, wait for the Cybertruck, and then you get it delivered. That's the next phase. Is like now you've seen what Evie can do. You have this tomato, or you saw on TikTok this chef cooking with this first ever robot grown tomato. Now you can have your own personal Evie growing fruits and tomatoes.
Okay. What if the final sort of loop of the whole flywheel is that actually the reason for needing the token and all of this stuff is if we raise enough, if we get to a high enough market cap or enough value, we can afford to put the robots into production, and everyone that helped us get there gets a robot. That's the end goal here. And then there's kind of a reason there's a flywheel to it.
So it's a robot airdrop, like an actual.
It's a robot airdrop.
Drop it on your front porch.
I like that. We got a robo drop. Yeah, we got a good comment here. Next phase is letting third parties lend money to farmers against crops to grow. That's a cool idea. Okay, so now all of a sudden we're bringing
a DeFi element.
DeFi into regen, into eco, into robotics. Like
you can use your robots as collateral or something. And then if you don't pay back the loan, the robot shuts off.
I like it. So we're banking the unbanked through robot farming.
You can also lend your robot. It's similar to a puffpaw. Like I don't vape, I don't smoke, but I bought one for the culture, and it gave me the option to lend out the puffpaw for someone else to vape for me and earn tokens. I'm not sure, but that's an option. Like maybe someone else has land and you own the robot, so you lease it to them.
Yeah. What if there are also like some community organized
sharecropping?
What was that, sorry?
Instead of you it's reverse sharecropping basically, but with a robot.
Anastasia, what were you going to say?
I was just thinking about there could also be a bit of a human element to it too, that I think is also very PRable. As it gets bigger, then there can be some community organized things done by these robots, so they can build community gardens, build, gardens in the backyard, host classes, etc. for, cooking with these vegetables, all of these things where it's not just it can kind of come into everybody's general realm in a larger scale.
Okay.
Oh, what if you do a social media campaign called Evercrafted, and everybody takes pictures of the food they make with the tomatoes, and then do hashtag Evercrafted?
I love that. I mean, I'm against the hashtag, but I'm for everything else.
I like your idea too, Anastasia, of it could be a garden hangout, garden grove hangout type thing, and it's the robot. Maybe the robot can DJ or play some tunes.
Yeah.
In real life, then you can all come and farm. You can all grow tomatoes. You can feed the local villages.
That's exactly the idea. Yeah.
Danny, what would you do instead of the hashtag? Because I just said the hashtag kind of as an idea.
I just wouldn't do a hashtag, I guess.
Okay. Would you just say Evercrafted?
Yeah, Evercrafted would just be the thing, the headline.
Yeah,
I like that actually because it works really well with the name. I'm a big fan of like marketing lines that have the name in them because they're doing the
yeah.
marketing for you.
I'm
So
a
no,
big fan of
that's good.
like extending and like making words malleable and just like making words out of like nothing, and that's how you make things memeable.
Yeah, no, love it. Me actually, final thing, we didn't really touch on things like memes and how we make this kind of memeable. Have you
Hmm.
guys got any thoughts on that? How would we actually do that? Like, how do we make this fun and like cult-like and get everyone involved?
I think we just keep pushing every crafted and like just like make that go everywhere and just like see if it sticks. And if it sticks,
And so,
then just like yeah,
can you make so we make it a verb? So like when you're cooking,
ever
oh,
crafting.
what do you mean? Oh, I ever crafted tonight. Yeah, no, I use like
Yeah,
robot built food
yeah,
to cook. Like I ever crafted. That's maybe it's too much of a
yeah,
to verb it, but that's the dream. I like it.
yeah.
All right, cool. Look, we've kind of come to time. I guess I don't even know how to summarize this. Like I thought last week was weird with burgers, and now we've our minds have gone into
Oh,
the
there's
weird
actual
directions with
burgers. I thought you were just talking
actual.
about Americans when you said burgers.
Oh no, we it was full on burgers, like Trump burgers. Now we've sort of created farming robots that are going to give food to chefs for people to get real yield, which is also cool. Maybe we need to rethink it and sort of keep within some tramlines somehow to make this a bit more applicable to crypto marketing. But generally, I think there's some really cool ideas in there. I guess out of 10, you give this a like 1 out of 10, 10 being obviously really good. Are you buying this? Are you interested? Do you think this has legs?
10. Honestly, all I did
Mhm.
was think about what would I need? What would you need to convince me to buy your token these days? And yeah, my standards are high, like the market hasn't been great. So it has to be like robots with real utility or nothing at this point for me. So for me, it's a straight 10.
Okay. Anastasia, what about you? What are you giving it?
Yeah, I'll give it a 10. Let's go.
Okay.
I'll give it I'll give it a 10 because I feel left out if I don't give it a 10. So Evercrafted, sending tomatoes to influencers in nice boxes, and then just like
There's a kind collab.
maybe like doing like a promo at the tomato throwing fight, like having like a a booth or
Oh, like
something, or
we
like
buy sponsorship at the fight instead.
yeah, at the tomato,
I like
yeah.
it. Oh no, I to be honest, my favorite bit, I love the Heinz, the branded ketchup bottles. I think that's great. That's an awesome idea. We just need to get them on board. Cool. Well, I think it's unanimous. I think this is an awesome project. Still, don't go out and buy the token because we don't know if any of that is true or real. If I'm honest, we still don't really know what they do. What I will say is, if you have two websites that look exactly the same but have different content on them, and both linked
You gotta
in
update
your
that coin
bio.
gecko.
Well, like they're both here. You've got evercraft.eco and
Uh,
eastep.network, and they're both next to each other. They're both the same
yeah.
website, but just so like advice would be
Also, the
don't do
branding
that.
isn't uniform. Like the branding on the Twitter is dark while the website's light. So like that does look like evil on the Twitter,
Yeah,
like you were saying.
but I have to say I really like the white paper. I mean, as white papers go, this is like a real showy off one. So that was cool. Um, cool. All right. Well, look, I don't know how we end this, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Don't go buy the token. Maybe we're all going to go and build some
You will
robots.
lose money.
You will definitely lose money. Thank you all for your ideas. Thank you all for getting involved. Next week, I think we're going to have to try and find again something completely different. Maybe we go more mundane. Maybe we go for like
Yeah.
a DeFi protocol or a stablecoin thing or RWA thing and see if we can do something a bit more, I don't know, tangible. It doesn't go off on some crazy direction like this, but I love it. And if it's going to take robotics that are farming real life fruit for us to be buying tokens now, then, well, shows where we are in the market, I guess. Any final thoughts? Any last words?
Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun. It was fun just like to shoot the shit with you guys on this stuff. So thanks for having me.
Welcome to the brain of hype. This is what we do when a new client joins. We sit there and we go, right, what on earth is this? How do we fix it? So
Yeah.
there you go.
I just realized one last thing. There was a missed marketing opportunity, but we could have Evercraft Eco Technologies with a ETH Bushwick mixer. I don't know why we didn't just ask Dave right now. But cigs and pie and tomatoes.
If you have like one of those like urban farms in Bushwick, and then like the robots has like is growing the tomatoes, and it serves local Bushwick establishments. That could be the Eat Bushwick angle, because I'm just all about like doing things like for the community there. So for the future,
Amazing.
That's coming next. Cool. Well, look, thank you all. Thank you guys. I'm gonna stop sharing that, and we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully that was helpful, maybe entertaining. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.